In Houston, yeah, most definitely
a newbie.
Because any city that you move to is like starting all the way over.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. So how has that formation been from Atlanta to Houston? Like, how has that been?
Especially during COVID, it's really slow. I'm so used to it's something to do every day. What's the move?
In Atlanta,
like I have actual friends who have been in Atlanta for a while. Miss Alana Marie, she is one of my best friends and colleagues, and when I tell you, like, the streets be calling, like, it's always a gig or an event or something. Like, I used to be scared to go to sleep because I'm like, something gonna happen today. So-and-so in the street.
I'm getting excited. I'm not, because I love Atlanta.
I love it. And then it's like, when you're from there and you're an entertainer, it's like, oh, Diddy's in the city. Let me make sure I don't miss nothing. Oh, Cardi's in the city. Let me make sure I don't miss nothing. Like, it's always something. My friend Alana Marie, she's plugged in with Jeezy. So, like, anytime it's a Jeezy event, I'm always invited. I actually know his security. So, anytime he has an event, I'm always invited. Cool. So it used to give me FOMO because I used to turn my phone off and then it's like I feel like I missed something today. Or if I leave the city, this is the weekend that something's going to pop off. I have friends who get tickets or wristbands to Revolt every year and they're like, I'm not going to that, Shelly. You want this?
Oh,
like,
that's dope.
I'm on my way. I used to let them know, like, if you don't want to go, I will go as your proxy. But I didn't know if you wanted to go. I always want to go. Always keep in the back of your mind, I want to go.
That Shelly wants to go.
I want to go.
And I see the Atlanta earrings, too.
Oh, thank you.
Those are cute. You repping.
Shout out to Mother. Shout out to Mother. She keeps my wooden earrings on point. For real.
Nice. So let's go back to this hustle and bustle of Atlanta, because even though we have COVID going on, I won't say that Houston is known to have that type of energy. So look how you look at it.
Right.
It's more of a city like this. Hey Shelly, what you doing? Girl, I don't know. I gotta go to work tomorrow though. Have you seen that? Houston is like the Houston working
at 8:30. Like, first of all, I'm blinking hard right now. Like, girl, it's bedtime.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
In Atlanta, like, look, these are my hours. Like, so we going to Harold's tonight? Are we going to Uggs? So and so got a section. Like, oh, Shelly, pull up to the studio. Like, man, which one? What y'all want?
Which would be the reason, or why so many people get on out there and get a name for themselves? Because it's opportunity. It's not.
You never know. I got invited to the studio to come kick it. And the guy who wrote Old Town Road, he's the producer of Old Town Road. That man calls me Shelly the shit. Like, because I was in the studio, just like, we in the studio kicking it. It was some new upcoming artist. He's rapping. I'm doing the ad-libs for him because I really came to the studio to kick it. And he was like, Shelly the shit. That was like, yeah, my homeboy Ty Uno, he's a major creative director and producer out there. And he was like, yeah, this is Shelly. She's the shit. Chelsea, get a cup. We're gonna we in the studio session, and then it's like, okay, we chilling. I did a few ad-libs and he was like, Shelly, you are the shit. So now every time he sees me, it's like, Dre, Shelly shit, what's good?
But see, that's that relationship you built now.
Right.
So that's good.
I was sitting in the room like, this is the room that Old Town Road was created in. It's a powerful iconic energy, because you see people like have something that they love to do. Who would have thought a few strings on a guitar would have made Old Town Road, the song that from ages 3 to 8 gonna play it out. I know my 8-year-old bumping.
Yeah.
I don't have to never take another horse to an Old Town Road ever.
Yeah, that's a hot song, and then the remixes, and then the videos.
Oh, Billy Ray! Billy Ray came through.
You couldn't have picked a better person than Billy Ray. This is like the godfather of country. I'm sorry.
Look, I be thinking I got a mullet.
Yeah, that was the icing on the cake with Billy Ray. So
because they tried to make him illegitimate, like he's not it has too much bass in it to be country. And Billy came in like, hold on.
Do you know who I am?
Cut that.
Right. So you're in Houston now. You say it's kind of slow because of COVID. Who have you worked with out here, or have you even gotten to work with anyone out here in the Houston market as far as your modeling and acting? Because we do have a pretty good acting scene out here now.
Acting scene, I haven't really seen anything in Houston just as yet. It's real slow. State just still coming back up. I never see a lot of stuff in Houston though. It's more commercial out here, but Dallas is real big. Dallas and Austin.
But I'm going to, after the show, I'm going to link you with 2 movie directors that I know.
Hey,
That's she's actually filming a movie that my relative is in, but she's always doing something, always working. So I think you'll do really good with her too.
I appreciate it.
So we're gonna work on that because, this is a little slower city out here, but I think for the people, for the hustlepreneurs and the creators, you can always go out there and make some type of opportunity.
For sure. It's always content to be had.
Always.
When, George Floyd was from here, so I made it my business to go out to the protest to see what was really going on. And it's one thing to see the protest on TV or online, but it is a totally different experience when you are there, when you are on the front lines, when you are like, we were walking across the bridge going from 3rd Ward into downtown. And I got like halfway across the bridge, and I was like, what that was when they got halfway across the bridge and they started throwing the tear gas. And I was like, oh Lord, like we're really doing. I was like, what if shit go left when we get halfway across? Then look, all the black people. I ran track back in high school. Honey.
I don't know if track gonna help in a situation
and
like
how
that.
long ago was high school?
Yes, right.
So it was a very empowering and terrifying experience all within the same instance, because when you think about protesting, if you go back and if you know your history, our ancestors and predecessors used to go in their Sunday best, especially if we arriving on the scene or we make it to Selma today. You got on your good church shoes and your suits and your Sunday best because you're here to make a presentation.
Right.
It's like, this is 2020. If you smart, you pulled up to the protest with some tennis shoes on, because
I had shoes on.
I had some tennis shoes on.
I sure did, because I wasn't about to.
And every street we went on, I was looking for an escape route. And for anybody who is planning on going to any protests in 2021, if things should go left, when the news leaves, you do.
Yeah.
That is my biggest piece of advice. When the cameras leave, when the media leaves, because any state, especially the United States, we're big on media and things getting out, and that's how things used to be so bad back in the day, because we have to make a scene. Black people used to have to make a scene to get news coverage, so
which is sad,
it's detrimental. But for future references for anybody, when the news leave, you need to leave, because when the cameras are gone, who really can help you?
Nobody.
I saw that I think they protested for like a week for George Floyd. It was
did.
one of those days that they had people blocked off on a block, and people were trying to get out. They had the rubber bullets, and I was like, dang, I planned on going into the protest today. And I was like, and that's why I leave when the news leaves.
You know what? Yeah, because I went out there too, and I was concerned, and I was just like, because you have your people that I was actually talking to my good friend Ish. You have those people that are going to do the right thing, and we want to do the right thing, but you cannot be responsible for someone else who's going there to do the wrong thing, and you just don't know. And you can get caught up in that crossfire, and it can get bad. Look, and I was scared of that. I left early. I didn't wait. When it started to look like it was getting dark,
gotta go.
I was gone.
I got to go.
So you was gone before that.
Look, my first time.
I was at work, and I got off work. My job was closing early because of the protesting. They was afraid stuff was going to get... I had some... They let us go at 5. As soon as I made it into downtown, you were gone because I wanted to link up with you and your husband.
I was like, I'm gone.
You back at your house.
I had worked hard to keep my name clean. I'm not about to go get in trouble for no reason.
Right. Then it's like one part of the protest linked up with another part of the protest. Now we out here like, yeah, woo.
Yeah.
And look, the police I've never seen a city bus say out of service, and it was full of cops with sticks the size of broom handles.
My goodness.
I was like, I've never seen nothing like this. I have never.
Yikes. Well, welcome to Houston. No, I'm joking. Like,
everything's
it's not always like that all the time. These are times that challenge you. These are challenging times, and
you really
for the most part, we really
mm-hmm.
not like. I wouldn't say that Houstonians are like just too rowdy and just too crazy, but it's bad everywhere you go. So
true.
With your acting though, has that been something that you always wanted to pursue, or did you kind of just get into acting because of modeling and push you in that direction?
Not even. I've always wanted to be in front of the camera, in front of the TV, I don't know. It's just something about. I always wanted to be an actress first. Like modeling has always just been a skill for me. It's something that I can do. It's something that can be done, and I've gotten really good at it, from runway to print to commercial. But when it comes to acting and evoking emotion, and I feel like I have great comedic timing. Like I'm ready for my own sitcom. I'm ready to roast people in the audience. I'm ready to make people laugh. Like I don't want to be one of those dramatic actors. Like I feel like that's something that's gonna come with it. I want to be like the next Queen Latifah. I want to be somebody who can really like make you feel good. Like Cassie Davis from Holly Springs, Mississippi. Like she's from where I'm from. She's from more North Mississippi, but like people like that paved the way. I want to be able to make people laugh. I already do that naturally, but I want to. That's what acting brings out for me. I want I really want to be like the female Martin Lawrence. Like how he overreacts on Bad Boys 2. Like that's totally me. Marcus, like, yes, I could be the female Marcus, because, I don't know, something about Martin Lawrence is just, he's like my spirit animal, but I love him.
Nice, yeah, he's definitely a legendary comedic person.
Yes, I love him, but acting has always been like my go-to. Hosting got me into being in front of the camera more and just doing improv and on the spot and keeping people engaged and keeping your audience engaged. I do a lot of that with BET Awards and with Essence. But acting, like being somebody else and really embodying that, and I've worked with people like Chadwick Boseman and Tiffany Haddish and Jada Pinkett Smith and Queen Latifah and Kofi Siriboe, and seeing them embody other people. Like when Chad was on the Get On Up set, he was not Chad. He was James Brown. And unless you were there, you won't really understand it. Like, he really embodied his role. He really, and knowing his other work such as Black Panther 2 and Jackie Robinson, and me and him talking on that personal level, like, you embody and become these people. Like, he did his research.
Wow.
When he is on that set, when they put that wig on, when he had those sideburns on, he wasn't who he was anymore. He was a totally different person. And that's how movies and biopics, you really fall in love with them, because he wasn't acting. He was being who James Brown was. And that's what I want to do. And I want to be able to get to be that good. But I'm not in a rush for it, because I know what I want out of it.
Absolutely. So
the comedy scene is where I want to start off at, but I really feel like it can evolve into being more, because it's on my vision board to do Beyonce's biopic.
Oh, nice.
that is on my vision board.
Nice. That would be nice. When it comes to modeling, like, have you come across any? I guess modeling is so different now. Back then, it was like they were looking for, like, when we talk about Victoria's Secrets models, and then you got the Fenty models now. They got plus size models, and now they go up in sizes, and we didn't see that many variations of women.
Plus
like,
size
how do you feel
girls
about
are
that?
coming through. They are representing.
Yes, they are.
I am a very big advocate and fan and motivator of the plus size models, because like modeling is really supposed to help you align with what you look like. And if all the models are a size 2 and everybody in the world is a size 2, you can't relate to that.
You can't.
I don't have any breasts. I just grew a butt. I've been legs and body my entire life. But I can relate to some people. There are girls that are smaller than me. But I can't sit here and say I'm the best model or the baddest model, because I have a friend who's a plus size model, and honey, she will walk you up out of your shoes. Patrice, hands down, I give credit. So I just feel like modeling should be well rounded. Fenty was one of the first companies to do a plus size man on her lingerie.
I saw that.
And a lot of men, everybody buy drawers. Everybody. So why does every Calvin Klein, Hanes, or what have you, why has everybody got a 6-pack or muscles? I mean, that's what I like, but when we're being realistic and you're opening up your audience and you're opening up your engagement, Rihanna is a genius.
I definitely think so.
I have people that look like everybody. I have small women. I have big women. I have funny made women. I have a plus size man. I have men who are fit. I have men who are really skinny, because guess what? You have all these fit men, and who putting on for the skinny dudes?
Putting on for the big guys.
Right. It's unfair. That's why.
Right. We just got all these muscle heads because they look good and they're easy on the eyes, but we are real people outside of the camera.
And the thing with that is, okay, let's just like you said, Calvin Klein. They got a whole bunch of like fit dudes, and yeah, that's getting women into looking at the ads like, oh, that dude's sexy, he got abs and stuff. But women aren't buying men's underwear. Men are buying men's underwear. And you would think that since you always see on the news, America's so overweight, 60% of Americans are obese. So if that's the case,
why aren't you appealing to the people? And it's like, I mean, women, or some women, if they buy underwear or men's underwear, it's either for my man, for my child. And honestly, for a child, I ain't never seen a child underwear model. We don't need them.
I mean, right? Yeah.
I just bought my son some Fortnite boxers, and I don't have to see a little kid in Fortnite boxers. I'm like, size 6,
That's how I do it. Yeah.
But at the same time, like Fenty came out, and my little I was like, shoot, now, Daddy, what size you wear? I'm trying to see what these Fenties be doing. So it, like you said, you're going for what the audience appeals, but at the end of the day, a man is who's buying men's underwear. So why don't they have models from big to extra large?
Exactly. That's what I said, and that's why I wanted to ask you that, because I feel like as a model, like back in the day, they didn't have that. It was just like the Victoria's Secret models, and like they didn't really have a lot of
different companies thick want girls different sizes, and honestly, that thick girl modeling is really for the South. Oh, well, we have like, I'm not gonna say thick girls because I'm not talking about plus size. I'm talking about women who have these huge breasts, or they're getting these BBLs and these butt implants, and they have these very small waists. You're not going to be a BMG model or a Ford model. That's actually like, it's too much. Because honestly, they're still looking for girls who are
not realistic. Like,
it's not realistic. And I'm not going to say that it's not attractive. It's not attractive to the modeling perspective. If you're really trying to be a professional model, that my boobs are actually perfect for modeling because they can stick me in anything. My butt is really a problem. My hips are a problem. They would prefer me to be smaller, but I'm not. Girl, this 155 look good on me. I don't have time. So, but let's just say you 145 and you a D cup and your butt sitting on 48.
Damn.
Like, but it's women made like that.
Look at his face. I'm
smiling. You smiling.
I photograph him. I know better name about it.
But
that's what I specialize in. Is so I know more name about it.
What agency is really booking for that?
Yeah.
What agency is really casting for that? Video girls and
Vixens. That's what we call
video
them.
vixens. I love them, and I've been in a few music videos. The music video I'm actually in right now is up for a award in Austin in a music festival. So I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying if you want to do BMG, Tom Ford, Wilhelmina models, that's not realistic. And it's already hard. It's hard being a skinny black girl trying to get in with a little bit of butt. So just think how much harder it is. You think I have this beautiful face, this sexy body. I got these bundles, and everybody's just looking over you. It's like you're not realistic. Right. Instagram model is beautiful, and you can build a brand off of that. You can make a big business off of that. But if you want to be a professional model, you know that it is not going to work.
Right.
And that's not to discourage anyone. It's just the logistics and the realism of it, because think about Tracy Ellis Ross. She's been modeling since the 90s, and even if you look at Girlfriend, she's always been that person with small boobs, nice butt, small waist, very tall, knows her angles, and she looks great in her 40s, but you see that she's small, and her mother was Diana Ross, but Tracy Ellis Ross has a big ass. It's only so much modeling that if she would have had big big breasts to match her butt, it would have been that much harder for her to model because she was modeling in the 80s and the 90s. Well, I am on Instagram. My name is It's Your Girl Shelly, and it's just like it sounds. ITSYAGIRLCHELLY. I am on Facebook. My name is Shelly Leeman. That's CHELLYLEAHMAN. Anything that you want to catch new to be in my business wise, feel free to follow me, DM me, hit me up on Instagram. I will hit you back. That is the promise.
Yes.
Might not be no next 20 minutes, but I will hit you back. Facebook, I go live on there all the time. So those are the two main things that y'all can hit me up. If you want to book me, my email is ceelee601@gmail.com.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, and I thank you so much for stopping by the station.
No problem. I'm so thankful to be here. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
No problem. And my people on my Facebook, make sure y'all follow the Real Miss Blue.
Thank you.